When I got into business, I said one thing to myself, like, don't be a little bitch, toughen up. So I taught myself how to be what I call a business warrior. So I love learning everything about war. And when I hear this thing, violence and action, I don't know if I'm sick, but it makes me excited. But can you
Yeah.
explain this to people when I see people today and they're trying to have balance and they're trying to do everything? And I'm like, you're going to die. You're going to be devastated. What is violence of
Yep.
action? Why, when you're starting a business, do you have to apply this mindset to take off and do well?
So the kind of sealed definition of violence of action is we would, we're operating in small units. So the thing is, how do we overwhelm a much larger fighting force? Well, a very good plan, unconventional tactics. I have a good unconventional story I'll share with in a minute, but the whole purpose is hit them so fast, so hard that they don't have time to react. And then by the time they've figured out what happened, it's over, like game over. And that happened in Afghanistan when I deployed with SEAL Team 3. I went on very high risk, dangerous operations, but we would hit the target so quick, so fast in the middle of the night, like, at hours and weather conditions that, normal people just want to sit inside and they're sleeping in a warm house. But we would hit them in the middle of the night. And by the time they figured out what happened, they're already like zip tied and the hoods are over their head and they're like, their guns are still tilted up next to the bed. They don't even have time to react. So that's like the military explanation. What I talk about in Total Focus is the same way, like the dabblers that you mentioned, right? So many people like, oh, just kind of like toe in the water. It's like, look, if you're going to do something, you need to go all in. And sometimes it doesn't work out, but at least you figured it out much quicker than dabbling for 5 years, as opposed to just going, you know what, I'm going all out on this idea or career change and kind of all in.